How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Skyrim discussion video. I've been doing a lot of these recently. I've been enjoying the shit out of it. This is going to be another unscripted video, just me talking to you. And I want to talk about why I play on survival mode. Specifically, why I play survival legendary difficulty. So let me just quickly state before this that I do play on lower difficulties sometimes. Like if I'm getting background footage for a video and I'm just trying to show off combat or whatever, I'll play on expert difficulty because, you know, that gives best gameplay, for videos at least, for background gameplay. But I'm just playing the game to play the game. It's almost always on legendary difficulty, survival mode. And why do I do that? Well, first of all, Skyrim's a game that's extremely old, and I've been playing it since I was about 10 years old, you know, about 2014, 2013. And I've played everything you can do. I've done almost every quest. I've completed all the DLCs, done almost everything within the DLCs, within the main game, within every quest line, almost every misc quest, almost every side quest. I've mastered almost every system in a decade of playing this game, to the point where it's just like the game is solved, you know? It's like tic-tac-toe. Every combination is already figured out. It's a solved game. So the only way to keep it engaging is to do something different, and the easiest way to do something different is to just make it more difficult, you know? When you get so good at the game, when you understand the AI so well, and that's not me trying to brag. I think a lot of people relate to this. You know, Skyrim is just an easy game. That's not exactly that's not exactly me trying to be like, ooh, I'm so good at the game that I have to do this, this, and this, and even then it's still easy. No, I'm not trying to say that, but to a degree that's true. Like just playing on adept difficulty. I haven't played on adept in an extraordinarily long time. Just because, like, why the fuck would I, you know? So that's why I play Legendary, you know? For those of you who don't know, Legendary difficulty is 12 times more difficult than Adept, because you do 6 times less damage, but enemies do 6 times more damage to you. So it's basically 12 times more difficult, I guess, if you want to look at it like that way. So I always play Legendary. Even now, oh, it's unfortunate, because even now I've gotten so accustomed to it that it's just like, it just feels like easy. You know, I figured out the game completely, that I know how to take advantage of everything. I know how to do everything perfectly. I know exactly what I need to handle any situation. And when I got Anniversary Edition, I believe I bought Anniversary Edition in 2023, right after right after I reinvented the Okapu channel. I started out doing a Let's Plays back in 2022, and then that went nowhere, so I took like a 6-month break from Okapu. Then I came back, deleted all the videos, and I made Skyrim information videos, like Rayloff vs. Hadvar, Vampire vs. Werewolf, and someone recommended me to play Anniversary Edition, and I was like, okay, I'll fucking try. And I did, and it was absolutely amazing. I love Anniversary Edition, let me tell you. But with that comes survival mode, and the limitations it imposes on me, and on anybody, is so strange and so difficult that it actually made me have fun again. And so some of the limitations include, you have to sleep, otherwise you're fucked. You have to eat, otherwise you're fucked. And in order to level up, you have to sleep to do it. Kind of like in Oblivion. You can't just level up whenever you want to cheese, you know, combat. You have to sleep to do it. As well as, your carry weight is now half what it was on regular mode. So it starts out as 150, and even perks that increase carry weight don't do it as effectively. Like the Steedstone, 100 plus carry weight, is only 50, and the perk in the pickpocket tree that gives you 100 extra carry weight is now also 50. So you're much more limited, which I love, as well as no fast travel, which is, those two are the most notable changes. I think this is kind of something everybody says at this point, but it's so true, and that is, without fast travel, you are forced to walk to every place you go to, and it makes you appreciate the game a lot more. You know how they say you can't have happiness without sadness. You know, nothing good exists without a bad thing. You know, people say that, it's kind of like, it sounds a bit corny, but it really is the truth. You can't enjoy a dungeon if you weren't bored walking to it. You know what that might sound so stupid. If you're not bored, then your enjoyment has no meaning. So I think this is kind of difficult to describe. If you're just a regular adult man, like 25 years old, you know, you have a job that you're bored at, and you come home to play Skyrim, you might not like the restriction. But for me, you know, I'm unemployed at the moment, so You know, my boredom doesn't come naturally as it would for like someone who has a job and responsibilities. So for people like us, we have to artificially create boredom by restricting ourselves. You know, it's not just fast travel and then, you know, complete the dungeon. It's not like stimulation. Instead, it's like, you know, you have to walk there. And also, even without that statement, even without the boredom, it can be fun to enjoy the smaller things of Skyrim. You know, it's such an overwhelmingly detailed game that you don't even really notice every last little thing until you actually go out and you notice them. You know, walking down the paths, there's a lot more random encounters than I thought. There's more dungeons than I ever thought. More bandits, more interesting things that happen. And I really think it adds to the enjoyment. You know, Skyrim doesn't have to be action. You know, it can also just be calm and peaceful, and yeah, just kind of calm and peaceful, which I think also is, you know, quite good for pretty much anybody who wants to play the game. The restriction to carry weight also I think is amazing, because it makes you think a lot more. Not only with thinking, of course, with carry weight, you know, your weapons and your armor and your potions obviously weigh something, but it also makes you think about looting, you know, because you have to really maximize the efficiency of the things you loot. It's not just, oh, pick up whatever the fuck you want and sell it to Luke and Valerius. It's like you gotta take the most valuable things, or the things with the most value to least weight ratio, you know? And that also adds another layer of complexity, where it's like Skyrim money is not as easy to come by when you do this, because it adds, like, you know, you can just buy potions, right? You can just fucking go into Arcadia's Cauldron and spend $1,000 in potions and really not feel it. You know, $1,000 is nothing in Skyrim. Skyrim and money is so easy to come by, it's ridiculous. But in survival mode, money is much more difficult to come by, to the point where it actually makes you think, like, well, if I buy a minor healing potion, it will give me 25 health, but if I make a minor healing potion, it'll give me 23. That's pretty much the same thing, and this way I save the money, and I level up alchemy. It's like, you know, you think about things, you're forced to explore more system, as well as, you know, the same thing with no fast travel, you're forced to explore horses. You know, I didn't ever use horses that much, because they feel pretty slow, even though they're really not. It just feels that way. Especially Arvak, the Dawnguard horse you can summon. So fucking valuable. Whirlwind Sprint, so valuable. It really just changes your perspective on the game, and it makes it feel fresh again in an authentic way. Not like in the way that Bethesda wants you to make Skyrim feel fresh. Like, yeah, when Skyrim Special Edition came out, it was like, ooh, everything's pretty now, you know? And it was like, oh, so this kind of is fresh. And then, you know, when you started, you know, it just, to make Skyrim feel fresh is a challenge. But Survival Mode and Anniversary Edition as a whole really did it for me, and so that's why I continue to play Legendary Difficulty Survival Mode. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you agree, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, please leave a dislike. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good day. I was gonna say have a good day and peace out. I said whatever. Peace out.